By the passing away of one of our veterans, Comrade Aziz Pahad, who served in this country par excellence. He was appointed as a deputy minister in 1994 to 2008. That on his own is a clear demonstration of his passion, his love and commitment to serve. The policies that we're implementing now, he has been very instrumental in those international policies that South Africa is owning up. We are saying we have lost a great leader.
Mr. Pahad was an exemplary diplomat for our country in his role as the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, and he played an instrumental role in helping to position South Africa internationally as, an important player in international relations and foreign matters.
He also continued to serve as an international diplomat who had represented our nation on the global stage with distinction. His legacy is one of commitment to the principles of equality, justice, and human rights, and his legacy will forever inspire us to continue the journey toward a more just and equitable society.
Deputy Minister of International Relations and played a very important role in positioning South Africa in terms of the government's policy. He was also involved in negotiations during the 1994 process between the ANC and the predecessor of the Freedom Front Plus, the Afrikaner Volksfront.
His love of Afrikaans literature proved to be very useful in early talks with Afrikaner leaders. In 1963, Pahad and his brother Isop were banned under the Suppression of Communism Act, which restricted his movements and prevented him from attending public gatherings. During this time, he was often detained for short periods for violating the order.
An upright person, a wonderful individual who was committed to building our country. And we just trust that his soul would rest in peace and that his family would take comfort from the fact that he had really committed himself to nation building and to ensuring that the South Africa of 1994 is a better South Africa today.
Aziz Pahad was an anti-apartheid activist who dedicated his life to the service of our country. South Africa has lost another great leader who was critical to our transition to democracy.
He was a selfless leader who fought for the liberation of all South Africans, irrespective of their race, religion, culture, or tribe.
He did his utmost to prevent a US-led invasion of Iraq and to prevent the building of the apartheid wall in occupied Palestine. So we remember him for that. But we must also remember that he was a champion for equal rights, which we don't see in the South Africa of today.
Aziz Pahad was a senior comrade in the liberation movement and was an example of diplomatic etiquette. He was very good at treating his comrades with respect and dignity. Despite being in the cycles of the Charterists, his broad-minded approach to issues and to every question raised made him a sociable person to hold discussions with.
Comrade Aziz Pahad's commitment to the liberation project, his commitment to social justice, and his exhibition of high moral ethics distinguishes him from many of his comrades who have sold their souls